Hello again, my name is Tony at SBS. So this is a continuation on the Excel interface. So in the previous lesson we talked about the ribbon. So all this here, at the ribbon we mentioned all the different kind of ribbons and the functions they handle. So now in this lesson we're just going to start by we're going to continue on the rest of the interface. All right, so yeah, before I mention any other interface here, I'm going to talk about this white area that has different boxes here. So yeah, so what are these white boxes? What are they called? They are called cells. So each one of them is a cell. All right, so the particular one that is selected is called an active cell. They are all cell, but a particular one that is selected for us is the active cell. So and then that let me know, that lead us to to this box here. So if this cell is selected, so if I ask you and say what is the active cell, so you should be able to tell me that the active cell is I4. All right, so so this box here is the name box. It allows us to know what name our cell is, allows us to know what is the active cell we are already at the moment, okay, that we have clicked. So this particular cell I click now is the active cell, okay, and so this box allows us to know the name of the active cell. So that means this is the name box. Okay, now how do we know is an active cell? How do we know that all these things are cells? So a cell is an intersection between a row and a column. A cell is an intersection between a column and a row. So I'm going to hold down when I click any column now. So what is the column here? The column is this vertically aligned area that I just selected with an alphabet name labeled on it. So this is another alphabet labeled for this vertically arranged cells. So and then is a column. So this vertical arranged organized cells is a column. Vertically arranged and organized cells, yeah, is a column. So a column is named with alphabet. So which means we have selected column D now, and then we have selected column G. We have just selected column I. So those are columns. Okay. So and then rows are horizontally arranged. We use horizontally arranged and named with a numeric name. It is so a row is labeled, with numeric name and horizontally aligned. So this one that goes this way is horizontal, and then it has a name. A name is named with a number. This is number 4. So which means I can say I am on row 4. So I am on row 7, I am on row 12, I am on row 18, I am on row 20. Yeah, that's the meaning of that. So now I'm going to hold down my control key. I'm going to click, for example, column F, and I'm going to click row 10. So I'm going to click column F. I'm going to hold down my control key, and I'll click column 10. All right. Row 10. So you see the intersection here. So the intersection here and intersection here. Okay. So look at it again. Row 7. I'm going to click on column D. All right. So we have intersection here. So and then if you look at it, everything we have here is intersection. They are all organized in squares, in boxes, and they are all in intersections. There is no one that is not intersecting with the other. So if you see any cell here that is on its own, that doesn't have that is not intersecting with a column or a row, So please, can you just show them to me? All right, that's by the way. Anyway, so they are all in intersection. So that means they are all cells. Okay. All right. So having said that, so we come back. So we come back to this name box now. So a particular cell that is selected is the active cell, and then it displays here for us to see. So that's the function of this name box here. Okay. So the function of this name box also allows us to name a particular range. For example, we may want to create some, advanced calculation and advanced setup here. So if I come to, for example, I can go to row Z here, and and highlight it, and then I'll call it, and I'll come and name it here, and I'll call it my so I can just call it my I can just call it um uh serial 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 function. All right, serial underscore, I can just say serial underscore function. All right, okay, and I hit enter, and then anytime I go back here to the name box here to look at the name range, if I click here, you see it's selecting the column Z, that particular area, column Z, from row 1 to row 19, from row 1 to row 19. So that's what, because I just named it. So what I did was I selected that range. Let me go back, let me do it in row. So yeah, so if you do row column Y, from yeah, just let me take a short range now. Column Y from row 1 to row 10. If I go back here, if I go here, and I can say Y underscore serial lization. All right, if I hit enter, you see, if I come back here, look at the name range I have here. I have the serial function, and if I have here my Y serialization. Okay, yeah, that's how to name it. Yeah, that's how to do the name range. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is this. What do we have here? So what is this here that we'll have here? So this is called the insertion bar, the insert function bar. Okay, and there is called the formula bar. Okay, so here, what's the function of this one? So the function here is that if I want to make a function, for example, if I want to enter a formula without me typing it directly, I directly on the active cells, I just click here, and then you see it opens for me here, and I can then select where I want to, and then the Excel helps me to give me narration of the kind of function I want to enter. And if I enter my function, I click OK here, yeah, it's going to then display here under this active cell, and then display for me. So for example, let me just enter a cell, let me just enter a function manually here, say equal sign 2 plus 2, and I hit enter. So you see 2 plus 2, enter. You see it shows me up here for me here, and if I want to enter this 2 plus